Hey folks, welcome to another VR video. I've already jumped into the game. This is Mark's Magnificent Marble Maze, and it is out today on Steam. I'm currently playing on Quest 2, but I've actually played this game in 4 different configurations at this point. I played on Quest 2 initially when this was a Steam Next Fest demo. I played on the Nreal Lite using their OpenXR implementation with the demo as well, and I played a special AWE demo on the Tilt 5 at Tilt 5 headquarters last week. It plays remarkably well on all of those platforms. I don't know why I'm holding a second controller. I only need one controller for this particular game. I feel like the tilt functionality on the Quest controller is a lot better for me than playing on an Xbox controller where you're guiding the tilt with the stick. This feels a lot more natural, but I also feel like playing with my phone as the controller using the Nreal Lite was a pretty remarkable experience because it felt like I was holding a rectangular object like this particular type of labyrinth. So there's all different kinds of ways that you can play this. If you're just a PC gamer, I still recommend picking this up. It plays super well with an Xbox controller. If you're interested in augmented reality, it also plays really well with Tilt 5, which is probably the least expensive and one of the better augmented reality platforms that are out there on the market today. But in my opinion, the best way to play this is on Quest, currently. The Tilt 5 version, the graphics were a little too bright for me, at least in the demo that I played. And at this point, you can't dim a Tilt 5 unit. So even though it played really well, I felt like the graphics on my Nreal Lite were better. And I really liked the way that the tilt works with a rectangular object. You can actually modify the game to work with a Quest controller or another VR controller on a piece of wood or other rectangular object as well. I've seen the developer do that. And one of the things I'm noticing is I'm not really hearing the great soundtrack for the game in the background. I don't know if that's just because I have my volume too low or what. But there is a fantastic soundtrack of kind of smooth jazz. Like, this game can be super relaxing. I do hear the rainfall, which is also very cool and makes the puzzling a little bit more, I don't want to say tranquil, but that's kind of the first word that pops into my mind. Now this part's tricky here, because you can do a lot of damage at the top there. I'm going to show you the way that I think is best, if I can get to this point again. I have played around 40 of the game's 200 mazes at this point. So if we do this, and then we slowly tilt like that, we can use that ridge there to grab that. So that works pretty well. So this one's pretty cool. This is very simple, but yet not so simple, because if you tilt too much, when it goes up that ramp, it'll actually jump the board. So you have to make sure that it's not too high up. And then, as you can see, you get a bunch of them now. Now the first three are pretty easy because they're against there's no gap at the bottom, but this one has a bit of a gap. I actually hit that pretty quickly. This one's super easy. You don't even have to do that bank like that. This one can be easy or hard, however you want to make it. That gray line is a little bit faster friction, but if you have a steady hand, it'll get you to the goal faster than taking the wooden path. So this one's fun. Again, there's a gap between each. This one's also got a bit of a gap. There we go. Again, two different ways to do this. I choose the wooden side because it's a little bit more steady for me. This one's tricky. So you've got the incline here is this kind of more slippery material. And as you can see, I have fallen. I will probably fall multiple times before I get this one. Oops. That fell all the way off. That almost fell in the glass over there on the table. So what's the name of the book there? The Art of Gravity, which one of this developer's previous games is Gravity Lab, a game that I also highly recommend in virtual reality. He also worked on Lo-Fi, which I'll probably pick up and feature sometime in the next month or so as well. That one's still in production, very much in development, still, I believe, considered an alpha. But I'm super excited that this is out today. I've played so much of the demo, and as you can see, I'm having some challenge here with this particular level. If I get too stuck, I've finished multiple levels above this one, but I'm hoping that I can just kind of stay in order. Getting closer. Mark Schramm, the developer of this game, also worked on Superhot VR. So there's little tributes to all of his other games in the different environments, and we'll probably visit a couple of environments before we close out today. Oh, so close! We're gonna get this. I am curious why I don't have music playing right now. That music is actually something that helps me to stay calm. I may have hit a button to turn it off or something in the settings. Of course, might get a copyright flag because I know this music is, unfortunately, some of it is licensed. So people have asked about the soundtrack already in the Steam comments, and unfortunately, you can't release the soundtrack because some of the oh, so close. Some of the soundtrack is actually just licensed for the game and not able to be distributed alongside the game. This shouldn't be as hard as it looks, or it looks easier than... It's deceptively challenging, I'll say that. We'll do a couple more tries here. This is all still one try because I haven't fallen off the board. Now I have, so we'll try two more. If I don't get it in these two, I will skip to the next level. I hate to do that. I want to make sure I show you some of the variety of levels in the game. And this one, the slightly slicker surface is the trick here. And also the way that it angles. There we go. So this one, fairly easy. You just need to get past this. Boom, we got past it. This one's a little bit harder in that we have to knock those blocks with the black ball. Now, with this one, whoa. There's multiple ways to knock those blocks, and I actually did it the wrong way the first time. So this one's very cool. You can actually stack these smaller marbles to build the method for the larger marble to cross over, like that. Otherwise, there's a gap there that you can't get past. I think after this level, we'll change the environment. Alright, so environment selection here. We have 6 different environments. The one we've been playing at is Midnight Storm. We're going to go to Breakfast at the Lake now. As we switched environments, decided it did not want to stay in VR. The VR mode on the PC version of this is experimental. You do have to press the F1 key to, I don't want to say unlock VR mode, but that's what engages the OpenXR mode. Okay, so I think I need to get down first because I'm getting stuck. So I think I need to kind of move out of the way, go down a bit, now go. There we go. So as you can see, there's a VR Trend magazine. It's in kind of the form of a book, so not really magazine form, but it has a lo-fi cover. I know there's also a level that's got kind of some red art. Oh, I like this one. This one's like the old windmill in a mini golf course. Do a few levels in this environment. I like this environment as well. Oh, whoops. I took both balls in the same direction instead of two in different directions. This one's like the sunrise or sunset over a beautiful water front. And as you can see, like the wood reflects differently in the light on this one. This one's cool too. So you've got 3 balls, 3 different areas that you need to. Whoops. Well, this one. Oh, wow. I don't know what I just did, but I messed the bottom one up. Those two are like magnetic together. I don't know why. There we go. Alright, this one's tricky, so I'm actually gonna probably skip it if I can't figure it out fairly quickly. And switching environments actually allowed me to also get the music going, so that's a positive in my book because I really like the music in this game. Try 2 more tries, and then I think what we'll do is actually move on. Yeah, we'll move on to the next puzzle here. Skip. Whoop, nope, no skip. Level selection instead of skip. I don't know what level we're on, though. That's the problem. Well, let's just go back, and we'll continue instead. Let's see if we can actually finish this, because we have before. There we go. Sometimes it just takes a little bit of finesse. Now this one, there's multiple ways to finish, but this is more of a classic labyrinth with holes in it. This is the type of labyrinth that I used to play as a kid. Whoops. And I used to do mistakes just like that one. Now obviously there's a bunch of different ways that you can go. I'll take this path, I think, just to start with. None of these are working paths for me. Let's try this, and then up, and then in the hole. Oh no! This level is actually not that hard. I'm just tricking myself with my brain. I feel like the previous level is significantly harder. There we go. So this one's not too bad. It's just really the making sure that the right... So we want the 2 yellow balls to have the right amount of space between them and be in the right spots at the same time. So I feel like if we do there and there, that should work. This one's pretty simple. You just need to mind the gap on the side here. And now this one's a little bit more challenging. A little less challenging than the one with the faster, in that you just have to stay steady. I got that first try, whereas the other one I did not. Now this one's fun. So we've got all these little, almost like BBs. And you want to get past them. The only way to really do that is to spill them a bit. Now we got it. Alright, so this one's a little bit challenging also. We've got the silvery ridge, and then that goes up to the wood. And as you can see, it gets slippery there. So this one's cool, and this is actually one of the last ones that I've finished, so I may actually be stopping soon. It's almost like a seesaw, right? teeter-totter as, depending on what country you're in. But now you've got a teeter-totter with 2 balls. And obviously when you get 1 over, it's going to push that in the other direction. So we got 1. And then the trick is to lower the teeter-totter for the second ball without the first ball come on. I'm wondering if I can do like this, maybe. There we go, okay. That worked. Whoops. There we go. And then this is the one that I got stuck on. So, as you can see, you've got a cube here, which we really need to get under the teeter-totter. Alright, so we've got the ball under the teeter-totter. Ah. So yeah, this is the level I'm actually stuck on previously in the game. I am wondering, now that I think about it, is there actually a way to bridge under? I think there is. I think I just did it. Beautiful! So there's always a solution. I feel like this one, in order to make this work, we have to have both balls doing some crazy at the same time. Like this one needs to tilt it. Whoops. Similar situation. All right, let's try this. This might work. I can just whoops. I ended up pushing it in the wrong direction. Okay, so let's do this again. Okay. So there's that. Now what we need to do, get that black ball out of the way. Okay, that works now. The black ball out of the way, we can't push the mirrored thing anymore. So we should be able to just roll on. Beautiful. All right, I don't know how to do this one. Oh, it's glass. Interesting. So now we've got what I think is actually a glass ball. You can get an achievement if you break a glass ball, so let's do that. I think you have to break it multiple times. I'm not going to keep doing that, but you get the gist of it. So you can see that the levels do change as we go. Obviously, we don't want to go too hard or too fast because then the glass will shatter. It also rolls a bit differently with a glass marble. So now we're going to switch environments one last time. This is the end of broadcast. So we've got a fuzzy TV there. It says Zeeth Sector. I don't know what Zeeth Sector is, but it looks almost like environments from Lo-Fi. The uncertain light at the end. 35mm. But again, we've got kind of a different soundtrack, different lighting. Everything is a bit different as we do each environment. I like this track here. Oh, there's an Atari 2600 there. I didn't even notice that until I was looking downward for this particular level. It's so cool. This is almost like the paneling and everything about this room is like when I was a child. The environment that I lived in, actually. So this one's tricky because you've got these kind of thin guides at the bottom here. You're gonna follow those to go up into this track, and then you have to be steady once you get onto the track. Wow. This one's challenging. I think once we finish this one, we'll probably wrap up, actually. See what the next puzzle looks like. So it's a bit more of a challenge, almost like a roller coaster. Wow. I'll try a couple more times with this and then we'll probably wrap up. This is already one of my favorite ways to unwind in a game. I didn't realize how diverse the soundtrack was before because I'd always played just in that kind of rainy first environment. I'd not played in all these other environments and realized that the soundtrack actually adapted with it. This is very cool. This is such a challenge here. Yep, I missed it. Do one more try. Try to do it faster this time. Yeah, almost. Alright, let's do that again. I think we're going to end it here. Let's go back out. Let's see how many levels we actually made it to. So if we check here, we're on level 49. There are 200 levels in the game. I had a lot of practice in the first 40 levels of the game, so these last 9 are the ones that have taken the most time. I think there's a lot of value to this title. I think this is a fantastic game. This is Mark's Magnificent Marble Maze. It is available on Steam currently for Steam PC. It's also usable on the Tilt 5 AR device. It's got an experimental VR mode by pressing F1 on the menu screen to work with Steam VR, OpenXR actually. So close. We're going to end it here. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoy this game on whatever platform you can pick it up on. It's also playable on Steam Deck. It's compatible with Steam Deck. So many ways to play. In fact, Steam Deck with its gyroscope and accelerometer probably plays really well there. I don't have a Steam Deck yet, but this will probably be one of the first titles I play on one when I get my own, which I think is supposed to be sometime fourth quarter now, which is pretty cool. Just can't stop myself. I want to finish this level. Boo. I will be back with more VR content very soon, in fact, tomorrow. I have a really packed in month this month with VR content. Oh, so close. But it's all exciting content. Some of it is art. Some of it is new games, new experiences. Some of it is revisiting old experiences. All of it is great. It's kind of an awesome era in VR right now. Thank you for exploring it with me. I will be back with more content tomorrow. Get out there and enjoy this game in whatever means that you'd like, or some other VR or AR experiences that you enjoy. And thanks for watching. Bye-bye now.